Good morning. Let's get started. We have only 20 minutes. I'm going to head straight to it. So I will start with the demo. My name is Robert Badawi. I'm going to start with the demo of the Regression Suite Automation Tool, or RSAT for short, and all the other tools that are within LCS and finance and operation that support it. So what I have right now is LCS, is the BPM tool in LCS, and I have used the BPM tool to create a test library. I've divided it in a hierarchy of business processes, and I have recorded using the finance and operation task recorder. I've recorded several recordings, me as a functional user, I'm not a developer, and attached them here to my BPM library. So I'm not going to go through a demo of Task Recorder for the sake of time here, but basically this is the good old Task Recorder that comes with finance and operations. So I've recorded all of these test cases. They're sitting here in my BPM. And as you can see here, the BPM is synchronized with my DevOps, or what used to be called the STS sync. Once I synchronize all of these recordings with my Azure DevOps project, I'm going to go to it right now. The hierarchy is in my Azure DevOps project. This is the same Azure DevOps project that I do to track my deliverables, my bugs, my tasks, and so on. So right now I have automatically created test cases. Let me open the purchase order one, for example. If you take a look at it, these steps have been automatically generated for me based on the recording that I have done as a functional user in finance and operation. The test case is automatically generated and synchronized here in Azure DevOps. There's also a magical file attached to it called recording.xml. This one has also been automatically generated. And remember that file, because this is basically your source code. You didn't write that code, but that's the code generated by the task recording. Once you have all of this ready, it's all synchronized, you will go and use the standard features of Azure DevOps and create your test plans, your test suites, and so on. If you're interested, I would go to the Azure DevOps website and learn how to build those. So this is all standard. This is not FinOps yet. You take all of these test cases that were generated for you automatically, and you create a test plan or a test suite out of it. You can have the same test case belong to different test suites and so on. Basically, a test suite is a collection of test cases that you have to run in a particular order that cover a specific end-to-end scenario, like order to cash or procure to pay or any other end-to-end scenario you have. So I have all of these test cases I have ready. I have my test suite ready. What I do right now is I go ahead and I start the RSAT tool. It's a simple, old-fashioned desktop tool that connects to your DevOps project and actually points to any finance and operations or retail environment that is accessible via the web browser. I am running from my laptop right now. I don't have any FinOps installed here. It's simply, as long as it's accessible via the internet, you can do this. This tool is also available as a command line. So if you want to integrate it within your DevOps backend or batch process, you can do it. So what I'll do right now is, I'll go to the settings file, and you can see here, I'm going to go quickly. It's telling you where your DevOps project is, and where, this is the settings dialog, and where your finance and operation URL is, the one you're testing. Once you set it up like this, you click on load. It will load your test plan from DevOps, and it will create the test cases for you here locally. I'm going to show you one simple example here. For example, if I go to the sales order and I click on edit, it'll open an Excel file. This is a key feature of the RSAT tool. What it does, it's separating your test steps, what I showed you in the Azure DevOps test cases, from the test data. It allows you to run the same test case with different data parameters. So somebody who's a functional user, not a developer, can go to this Excel file and change the input parameters that are used to feed that particular test case. And so you can run the same test cases with different data configurations. This particular one is to create a sales order, and also this Excel file has also been automatically generated by the RSAT tool. You didn't have to do it yourself. Let me close it here. I'm gonna start running it, and I can describe it a little bit later. You click on run. I have skipped a couple of steps. Once you load it from, just for the sake of time, once you load it from your Azure DevOps project, You can click on the new button. It will take this recording file that I showed you in DevOps and generates runnable code for you that allows you to run this. So right now what I'm doing is, and this is not a video, I swear, this is actually test automation running. It's a recording that I did in Task Recorder. It's creating a sales order for me. It's going to create a purchase order as well, and it's going to post a product receipt, and it will track all the steps of your test case, including the validation steps, and then log these results to Azure DevOps to give you basically full test case management, test case investigation, and test run results. Something to remember about this tool is the entire process is done without the need to develop source code. This is the intention of this RSAT tool. Finance and operations already has plenty of tools to have developers write test code. This is not the intent of this tool is not to target developers. It's also not to replace developers as well, what developers are doing. Developers are always going to be running unit tests and component tests, more simple, targeted, headless component tests to cover a large number of functional test cases. This is to cover a small number of end-to-end processes that a functional person can write or can author and run it as part of either your UAT phase of your implementation, or, for example, in this one version world of finance and operations, right before Microsoft updates your production environments, you can take this test tool and run it on your sandbox, for example, and validate your main business processes haven't regressed. As you can see, as it's running, it's logging that this test has passed. It's going to take a couple of minutes. Right now, it's creating the purchase order. And all of these tests are fed by Excel files that I've inputted as my input parameters. One of the key things, it supports, like I said, you can validate data. You can validate that in addition to running test cases, you can validate that values that you see on your form are the expected value. You can chain test cases, so you can take a value from, for example, this create purchase order. I'm going to create the purchase order. I'm going to remember the purchase order ID that I created in this test, and I'll use this variable into the next test cases. So when I post a product received, that this purchase order has been received, and so on. Other things it supports are the timeouts. For example, if you open a report, if you're testing SSRS reports, we don't support testing the content of the report, but it actually have a timeout value and validates the report has been opened. Typically, most issues with reports are related to a report not opening and so on. It just passed the second test. Right now, it's going into the third test, which is posting a product received. It's going to use the purchase order ID that was created in the previous test and posting a receipt that I've received that purchase order. And I guess you get the point. I'm going to let it proceed right now. One key feature as well is the idea that since it's integrated with Azure DevOps, we don't have to reinvent the wheel in terms of reporting on test cases. You can take full advantage of everything DevOps gives you in terms of investigations, debugging of test cases, reporting, failures, success, etc. So my test run has completed here. I'm going to go to Azure DevOps. These are the last runs that I ran with this tool. What's interesting, this is the last one. I can see that 100% succeeded. This is a previous run that I ran. I made it fail on purpose to give you an idea of how you can investigate failures. I'm going to double click on this one. I have ran 9 test cases here, 7 test cases, 5 of them passed, 2 of them failed. I'll go to the test results. I can see that creating a purchase order test has failed. Let me double click on it and see what happened. This is a full log of what happened. These are all the steps that occurred during the test execution. I can see here the last step is a validation step that I had recorded using Task Recorder. And it says it wants to validate that the total amount is 2,875, while the value during the test case was equal to 3,000. So it failed the test case. And that's why the test case has failed. If the test case for some reason failed for unknown reason, not for a validation that you have programmed into it, for like some unknown exceptions, there'll be snapshots that get attached to the test case failure as well. For example, here's a snapshot. that shows you the status of the test case at the time of the status of the screen at the time of failure. In this case, it's not very interesting because it's not an error that occurred. It's a validation that didn't fly. So as you can tell, we are the go. What RSAT itself, it just gave you a good engine to generate runnable code. That's really what it gave you. Everything else is tools that are standard, like standard Microsoft tools for test reporting, test investigation, and so on. So the value that RSAT has brought here is taking those recordings that your functional user has created, creating assemblies, literally DLLs out of them, that run in a reliable manner. Everything else around it are standard tools. I'm going to switch back to the presentations. Here's a summary of the features. We just spoke about them and you saw them. I'll repeat. You can author and execute business cycle tests from any machine that can access finance and operations via a web browser. You can run against sandbox environment with a copy of your production database. So you refresh the production database into your sandbox and you can run the tests. You record once and play back multiple times without having to, with different data sets. So this prevents you from having to re-record the test case if you need to run it with different data parameters. You can validate against expected value. You can validate against expected error messages or messages. So if while running a test case, you expect a message to occur and you want the test case to pass only if a particular message exists in the info log, you can do that as well. You can chain test cases using variables that are passed between one test case and the other. You can pause between tests. This is very important if you're testing workflow, for example. You start a test case that initiates a particular workflow. You put in your Excel parameters that before you start this next test case, please pause for a minute, waiting maybe for a particular batch job to complete, and then trigger that second test case. It's a good way also because it's also testing your performance of your batch jobs, because if you wait for a minute and the batch job hasn't completed, you might have an issue also with performance. You can run as a non-admin user, so you can run a test case in the context of a particular security role. You don't have to run it as administrator, which provides real end-user acceptance testing. And like I showed you, you use DevOps to manage results, test runs, and investigations as well. One last thing, the tool that I showed you, the simple desktop tool, has a command line version. Everything you see can work from the command line. So if you want to integrate it with if you're using DevOps for build pipelines and so on, you can integrate that execution without starting the tool as a Windows desktop app. Here's a little bit about the flow. You use BPM to author and distribute your test cases. BPM is an optional tool here. It's mostly useful for partners or for large organizations. It's really the vehicle to distribute your test cases. So you do the recordings, you save them in BPM, and you use BPM to distribute them. The RSAT tool itself does not need BPM to run. It just needs to connect to your DevOps test cases. So if you manage to get your test cases manually in DevOps without using BPM synchronization, it will work as well. So as I said, you use BPM to author and distribute your test cases. Then you go to DevOps. This is where you configure your test suites, your test plans, and so on. You configure parameters and data as well, because you can set up your Excel file and attach them to DevOps. And the last steps is you start the RSAT tool, you connect to the DevOps project, and you point to the FinOps environment you are testing against, and you execute it. Once execution continues, you use DevOps to investigate. A little bit about test classification. RSAT is not intended to replace good old unit tests and component tests. We recommend all organizations to use the different tools that Microsoft Finance and Operations provides to have your developers write unit tests. We have the SysTest framework, and we have the new framework we released last month. We call it the ATL. This framework is a slight abstraction on top of the SysTest framework. It enables developers to quickly set up data, quickly create component test cases to test different functionality in the application. But again, these are developers writing code, and it's written, I'm representing it in a pyramid here on purpose because you're going to have the recommendation is to have a large number of small tests written by developers. Where RSAT does best is those business cycle tests. This is a small number of tests that represent your end-to-end processes, where you have a functional user recording those tests and use RSAT to do your regression tests between update and so on. So it's good. I always like to put this experiment to remind everyone, RSAT is mostly designed for these business cycle end-to-end tests. I'm going to show a real-world example. I was working with Exact. They allowed me to show this. They're using it right now. They are heavily using RSAT to do a lot of their regression testing. Nax is a solution by Exact. It's an equipment dealer solution for rental, sales, and servicing. They're leveraging RSAT for regression testing. We're testing, I'm going to show right now their service module. The service module, in this module, the header record in the service is the service call containing the customer, the invoice, and the equipment info. And the line records are the service segments containing the repair information like parts, hours, miscellaneous items, and costs. The cost of the repair is scheduled according to different rules. And the test cases are testing how these costing rules are applied. So they have used RSAT to cover all their end-to-end places for this. I can switch back to the demo machine for a second. Yes, you can see it. So I go to RSAT. I'm going to switch configurations to the one that is testing the Exact. I hit OK. I click on load. This will load the test cases from the Exact DevOps project. I have their test suites here. I'm going to pick the first test suite. Since it's a new version of RSAT, I'm going to regenerate the test code. This new button, what it does, it takes all the recordings that I downloaded and creates runnable code to allow execution. So this is the part that normally a developer would code. This is what I'm taking all this recording and creating and automatically creating runnable code. I think it's ready. Let me just select two of them, and I click on run. It's going to run. And this is the end of the presentation. As these test cases are running, I can take some questions.
Thanks. Look nice.
Yeah.
So one thing with the RSAT too is that we have to install.
Do you mind coming closer? I can't hear you.
One of the things with the RSAT too is that we have to install the certificates and then take the thumbprint and go to the width.
Yes.
And this is a standalone application. But you mentioned that this is possible to use a PowerShell and use the release process in DevOps to run this. How do we configure and
So the question is one thing about the RSAT tool. To configure authentication, you need to create a certificate and install the thumbprint of that certificate on the server machine. That part is I would say the only complicated part in setup. We're working on simplifying it. And the question, if you want to use it from the command line, how would you do that? You would still have to set it up the same way.
But then this would work only for environments that I have administration.
It will only, yes, you would need your administrator. This is the step that would require an administrator to create a certificate for you and install the thumbprint of the certificate on the test environment you are testing against. The new version simplifies that process. Now you can create the certificate automatically. You don't have to do it yourself and so on. So we're simplifying a lot of this stuff. But yes, fortunately, because AX is very secure, or finance and operation is very secure, for you to be able to connect to that environment and have the ability to switch between different users, you're basically simulating different security roles. You're going to have this certificate to trust that connection.
My second question would be, if I want to run this several times to be able to do several cycles of UAT, this actually commits data different from the sys-test framework from Microsoft. Actually, does it commit the data? Is there any way or any plan for Microsoft to release the feature to don't commit?
Yeah, good question. The question is, because this tool is actually running it's not a simulation, it's running in the finance, so it's committing data. When it creates a sales order, it's actually creating a sales order. Is there a way to revert back this data? Currently, we are not trying to solve this problem with this particular tool, but as some of you know, LCS has a way to restore database. So what we recommend is to keep a test database or a test database that at some point came from a production environment, And before you run this tool, just do a simple point in time restore and run this test tool right now. We don't have a way yet to undo all the data you have committed. It's actually a very complex thing to solve. It's not easy because we're doing real testing. We're not simulating. But the recommendation right now is to keep a test database, restore to that test database before you run your test suite, and so on. So if you're running it from the command line right now, for example, your first command will do a DB restore, and your second command will execute the test cases. Yeah. And that's it, right on time. Any more questions? I'm gonna exit the podium to allow. I'll take one or two more questions, and then I'll be on the side. I can take one more just because to allow for the next session to be. Go ahead. The question is, can we use the UAT environment because you don't have administration access to it?
We can't use the environment because we didn't have administration.
You should be able to use any environment because you don't need to be administrator on the target environment to be able to test against it. All you have to do is log on to it, RDP, and there's a thumbprint that the certificate generate, and put that thumbprint in the wif.config file.
Yeah.
This doesn't require you to be an administrator.
Yeah, but if you want to add automatic compiler measure DevOps in
Po- Possible, yeah. Let's take this question. It's a little bit complicated. I'll take it offline. Any other question?
I may have missed this. Do you have the ability to schedule the test to run like on a weekly?
Yes, the question is, do we have the ability to schedule the test to run on a weekly, or a daily basis and so on? Yes, the tool itself, this is just a simple desktop application of it. It's everything you see is available via command line. So you can schedule these tasks, you can use Azure DevOps pipeline to schedule them and so on. So everything you see here is available via command line, correct?
Thank you.
Thank you.